Hello beautiful people, it's your girl Prettychoice and you're welcome to my channel. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. If you're my old and returning subscriber, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for watching me. If today is your first time you come across my video, you're highly welcome. Please kindly click the red button down below and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. Whenever I post a new video, you will be notified. In today's video, we're going to be talking about if Moroccans are Africans. Without further review, let's dive into the video.
In Egypt, your husband is gay.
I think it's really funny how the black community is desperately trying to claim Morocco. Like, it's not even the Moroccans themselves that are saying we are African, it's the Africans that are forcing it on the Moroccans. Every single video I'm watching, it's someone from the black community trying to claim that Morocco is African. Yeah, Morocco is in Africa. China's in Asia. Russia's in Asia. You don't see Chinese people saying this is a win for Asia. Or when France wins, they don't say this is a win for Europe. Or if Saudi Arabia won, they wouldn't say this is a win for Asia. Like, it's really weird, but it's also really sad. Morocco's win is not an African win, nor is it an Arab win. But I think it's more of an Arab win since 80% of the population is Arab. But anyway, it's a win for Morocco. You'll need to stop forcing Moroccans into your community. How the black community is desperately trying to claim Morocco.
This is the thing. The moment I try to let my guard down and support another African country, this is what I get. They come up with some bullshit like this. When Cameroon was playing, they were waving the African flag. So did Ghana, so did Senegal, so did Tunisia. But when it comes to your turn, some of you on the internet say you guys are representing the Arab nation. Whereas your coach, he did say, and I quote, "I am not here to be political. I am doing this for the Africans, for the Arabs." He included everybody, but some of you are the bad people, the bad ones, come up here to make up stuff like this, to make us look like, to make Morocco look bad. This is the thing, sis. Some of us don't support you guys because we actually love you guys. You know what? Why we do that? Because geographically we are in the same. We're from the same continent. If they're naming the 54 African countries, Morocco is going to be included. You get that? So please. And moreover, I was leaning towards the French team a little bit more because most of the players are blacks, are Africans. Yeah. Kylian Mbappe, Algerian and Cameroonian. So, I don't know. Please, if you don't have something to say, go off the internet. Shut the fuck up. Drink water. Maybe you will not look this stupid online. Well, when you guys lost, the loss was for Arabs, right? Not for African. We're not claiming you guys. Welcome Ghana when they lost. Welcome Cameroon when they lost. Welcome Tunisia when they lost. We're not welcoming you guys. You guys should not even come back. In fact, no, I'm welcoming the coach. You guys can go to the one of the Arab countries, like go stay there. Cause who does that? We're not desperately claiming you guys. We're doing this because you guys are from the same continent as us. Then you come up with the black card. If you say we don't want to support you guys, or black people are racist, what this, what that, I don't understand. What do people want in this life? Oh, French. Allez, allez. And I'm gonna need a new French song because France is going to win on Sunday. So we need an upgraded version of the old one. Yeah. Thank you. All the French artists. Yeah.
How the black community is desperately trying to claim Morocco.
So this lady is saying the black community is desperately trying to claim Morocco, and let's talk about it. So there is this hypocrisy amongst some of our fellow Africans in Northern Africa, not all of them, but some, who claim or think they are not African and they don't want to be called Africans, or they don't want to be seen as Africans. They're actually embarrassed and they don't even want to associate with fellow dark Africans. So I have a few questions. I am from Uganda, like I keep saying, and Uganda was colonized by Britain. We speak English, we know how British people behave, we know the food they eat. We actually know most of the things about Britain because, come on, colonization happened. So I have a question. Does that make Ugandans English, or does that make me English? Or just because I speak the English language, does that make me English? And someone also commented in some video that I made and said, I'm being a racist because I'm not including other white Africans. And I asked myself, do we have white Africans? Because to me, even if you mixed with any other person in the planet, if you have black blood in you, you're seen as a black person at the end of the day. And for you to say black community is claiming you when you also are a black person who is light-skinned, it doesn't make sense to me. Does it make sense? And the one thing that I'm really tired of is we Africans should not force people who are delusional. If someone is delusional that they don't want to be seen as Africans, why do we have to force them to be like, you are? No, if they don't feel like they are, they should go where they belong. Like, that's simple. And it's just really frustrating because at the end of the day, when us as a people, when the continent itself will reach a time when it's developed, trust me, you will see a lot of people from Northern Africa claiming to be Africans. They just don't want to be called Africans because they see Africa is given a bad name. So yeah, it triggers them. But yeah, why should you be triggered? Because that's who you are. And my last question to you who claims to be an Arab with an African passport from the African continent with an African flag. Yeah, when you travel to other continents of the world, are you given the privileges they give actual Arabs? Are you treated like royalty the way they treat Arabs? Or when you go to Arab countries, are you given the privileges they give actual Arabs? Because if you are an Arab, you should enjoy the privileges of being Arab. Is it because you're light-skinned? You think you're more Arab than African? Yeah. So stay in your delusion. Let us who embrace being African unite, connect, and develop one love, unity.
How the black community is desperately trying to claim Morocco.
Oh my man, this just has to be beyond funny. Like, here's a fun fact that I just recently learned is Arab people are actually identified as white people here in America. There's a technicality to that. So basically, Jesus is an Arab, or was an Arab man, but he's identified as white. So technically, Arabs are white. So, like, it's no surprise as to, the Arabs now showing your true colors, because you are where you are. Always trying to steal the black people's glory, Africans' glory, because apparently Morocco is not African. Morocco is Arab. Like, I can't say Morocco is in the Middle East because, clearly every map in the world shows and says that Morocco is in Africa. But it's not African, it's Arabs. They want to claim Morocco suddenly because, our African Moroccan team has gone to the World Cup semi-finals. It's not Africa, it's Arabs. They are the ones who did this. They are the ones who made it to the World Cup semi-finals. So, like, as a black person from Africa, I'm gonna say this, and it's for myself. Like, it's not for all the black people, but I don't think I want to let you take the glory this time. Like, we're living at the time or the age where, as a black man or black people, or as a black people, we are awake, and we're gonna take what's ours. Like, yeah, we're not gonna let you take this because Morocco is Africa. Morocco is not Arab. So I love you.
Egypt, your husband is gay.
I think it's really funny.
Listen, go watch the Stitch video. But this is how my American ass brain is thinking about this right now. Because every single time Black people are talking about how Black people are from Africa, there's always some dumb ass person talking about well, there are white Africans. And now there are examples, Moroccans are examples of non-Black Africans. And y'all want to sit here and say that these people are not Africans. What happened to your white Africans? What happened? I just find it hilarious. I just find it hilarious how y'all will always find something to suit your argument. But they don't ever make sense, because when you connect the dots, then y'all be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Why would Moroccans not be African?
Black communities desperately trying to claim Morocco. Like it's so.
My question to you, lady, if you are not in Africa, where are you on planet Earth? Can you explain that to me? Because you said that the Black community are desperately want to include in Morocco a part of Africa. I thought you guys was, but you saying that you're not. So could you please break it down to me and educate me that you're not African and you don't travel with an African passport and you don't celebrate African heritage? Explain that to me.
Egypt, your husband is gay.
I think it's really funny how the Black communities desperately trying to claim Morocco. Like it's not even the Moroccans themselves that are saying we are African.
Now, let me tell you what I personally found funny. What I found funny is the fact that this woman herself is not Maghrebiya. And she's out here talking about Moroccan business. And the statistic that you brought out of your ass, the one of 80% of Morocco is Arab. Honey, no. What you're not going to do is try Arabize us, Habiba. We are Amazigh, the majority are Amazigh. They are Arab settlers, 100%. And also, what I find funny is the fact that during this World Cup, Arabs now want to claim us. And let me tell you something, we do not want to be claimed by Arabs. We are not Arabs. Because for years, you've been calling Moroccan women khab, that we like to steal Arab men, that we're gold diggers, that we bang out judge, that our dialect is a fucking joke, we don't even speak Arabic, that our culture is fucking fun. Listen, the list goes on and on and on. Because now the Middle East has the audacity to be claiming that Moroccans are Middle Eastern now after years saying that we're not. Like, literally completely leaving us out of it. And wallahi, I don't mind. I don't give a fuck. Because now all of a sudden, Arabs want to talk about, yeah, they're part of us, guys. When, wallahi, I missed the episode. I missed multiple episodes. I literally woke up during the World Cup and apparently we're all Arab. Because I can't lie to you, most North Africans, like I said, it's in the word. North Africans claim Africa because we're in Africa. And especially if you're Amazigh. The only ones who do not claim it, and I want to emphasize on this, are genuinely Arab. So for them, it's okay. They don't need to claim it. They're actually not from there. They were supposed to be in the motherfucking Middle East. Anyways, do not speak about Moroccan business again. Wallahi, like at the end of the day, do not get into the politics. Shidi fumak. Talk about whatever you want to talk about that doesn't involve us. Do you understand? Because it's crazy to me. The manager himself corrected a woman when she said, oh, this is a win for Arabs. He was like, listen, I don't want to get political, but I can't lie. We're doing this for Africa. And we want to wave an African flag loud and fucking proud. And not only that, multiple times he has literally spoken about the fact that because we're an African country, we are continuously told that we cannot reach for certain things, and he wants to prove them otherwise. Do not speak about Moroccan business if you are not Moroccan yourself. And also, if you're an Arab Moroccan, like I've had enough of you guys too.
Egypt, your husband is gay.
I think it's really funny.
Girl, the only thing that's really funny is your face. Close your lips and go to bed.
Egypt, your husband is gay.
how the black community is desperately trying to claim Morocco. Like, it's not even the Moroccans themselves that are saying we are.
I find it really interesting how a lot of people who are not Africans speaking about how Moroccans are not part of Africa. First of all, Africa is a continent that is the most genetically diverse continent in the world. North Africans are indigenous to the northern side of the African continent, either you like it or not. Morocco is part of Africa. Black people originated within Africa are indigenous to the African continent. So add those two things up together. The only person that can't fathom that Morocco is part of Africa is yourself, because you're uneducated and ignorant to post a video that's loud and wrong. Self-educated, and if you know nothing about Africa, stay silent.
From
Egypt, your husband is gay.
No, it's fine. They're Arab. Let them be Arab. Forget about being African. Let them be Arab. They are still Arab. Even after losing, they must continue being Arab.
how the black community is desperately trying to claim Morocco. Like, it's not even.
The original video was deleted, so I'm stitching this one, but she goes on to compare this to other countries and their continents, and one that she said was if France won, then nobody would say it's a win for Europe. Arabs are the only people that are forcing Morocco into a box. Like, you guys are fighting so hard to make this an Arab win. You got my eye twitching and shit. Are you fucking serious? You sat here, made a video and said black people are desperately trying to claim Morocco, and then ended the video saying, well, it's more an Arab win. What the fuck? The message of her video is already bad enough, but she had to somehow rope black people into like, bro, be fucking for real.
I think it's really funny how these black people are desperately trying to claim Morocco. Like, how could you say that Moroccans are African when you guys are black and they're not? Like, it's so obvious that they're Arab, so therefore we get to claim them. You guys don't get to claim them. You guys are black. They're not black. They're Arab, just like us, and they look just like us. So, like, China is in Asia, but do you ever hear Chinese people say we're Asian? No, of course not. That would be silly. I just think you black people need to stay in your lane and claim people that look like you, okay? So how about you go ahead and claim, like, Jamaica or, like, freaking Barbados or Sri Lanka or something. They look more like you. So yes, this is a win for Arabs because 80% of Moroccans are Arab. So this is a win for us. Okay, you black, African, whatever you call yourselves, need to stay out of this conversation and stay out of Moroccan people business.
So, guys, what do you think about what she said? Is she right or wrong? How can she even say that Moroccans are not Africans? Like, seriously? Sometimes I just wonder why people would just like eat in the morning and afternoon and come on social media and to start saying nonsense. So, guys, I'm not gonna say much about this video. So I saw this video, I decided to share with you guys. So yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you all in my next one.